everybody. Because it's coming up for Pancake Day this month, I thought for Snack Shack today we would make super smoothie pancakes. For our ingredients, we've got some wholemeal flour. This is self-raising flour. We've got an egg, 1 banana, we've got some frozen berries, but if you don't have frozen berries, you can use any fruit that you have at home. So you can swap that for some blueberries, you could pop in anything that you've got just in your fridge that needs using up. We've got some honey and some yogurt and some cinnamon to serve it with, and some milk. So it's a very simple recipe. First of all, I need to wash my hands. Right, my hands are clean, so the first thing we need to do is to weigh out the fruit. So it says we need 320 grams of fruit. So as we've done before, making sure my scales are on 0 before I begin. And I know that my scales go up, the tiny lines are increments of 25 grams. So I'm looking for 320, 200 here is already written on there. 300 is going to be the next thick white line, and 325 will be the tiny line after that. So I'm just going to really carefully add my fruit. I'm getting close, so just have a look. About right. I think it's not going to be too much if we go slightly over, but that looks about right for me. So fruit measured. Pop that into my blender. Next we're going to add a banana. Don't need to worry about chopping it up because it's all going to be blended. Just going to pop that in there. Next ingredient is an egg. Just going to crack my egg into this bowl first because I don't want to get any shell in my blender. Just to make sure, because if I did get some shell in, I could get it out very easily at this point. So, egg it. Next we're going to measure our milk. So we need 170 millilitres of milk. So I've got my jug, millilitres on this side here. Doesn't say 170, but it does say 200, so I'm just going a little bit below 200, just there. Pour that in. Okay, and I'm going to blend this up before I add the flour, just because I know I've made this recipe before and my berries are frozen. Sometimes gets a bit clogged up if I put the flour in straight away. If you're using fresh berries, you probably don't need to do this. You can probably pop it all in at once, but because mine are frozen, I'm just going to blend them before I put the flour in. Okay, it's all nicely blended, so I'm ready to add the flour. So I'm going to measure out the flour. We need 250 grams, so looking at my scales, 200, and I know each little line is worth 25, so I need 2 lines over the 200 to get 250. Just a tiny bit over, take a little bit out, there we are. So I'm going to combine the flour and our smoothie mixture. Now if you don't have a blender at home, what you can do is just use a potato masher or even a fork to mash your fruit by hand. So I'm just going to combine that now. My mixture's all combined and ready to go, so my pans are heating up. You will need a grown-up to help you with this part because the pans are hot. So we're going to add just a small, I have a small ladle, you could just use a tablespoon, large spoon, anything to portion into your pan. I'm going for small individual size pancakes because they go down well in school. If you're at home, you could try making one large one, that would work really well too. And we just need to cook these now for a few minutes on each side. You can usually tell when they're starting to cook because they'll start to go a little bit golden brown around the edges, and the surface will start to look solid, and then you know you're ready to flip them over. I can see that my pancakes are starting to go golden brown around the edges, so I'm just going to flip them over now. Hold my pan handle. Perfect. A few more minutes on that side and they'll be ready. My pancakes are ready, so I'm going to serve them. I think we'll have 2. And the recipe says serve with a spoonful of yogurt. I think we'll have 2, 1 each. A pinch of cinnamon. And a drizzle of honey over the whole lot. Perfect.